Day 57, becoming Christopher Cruz. Whoo, today has been a day, just one of them days that a lion goes through. You know that song? So, I was having lunch, and I had a thought of something in the past with my ex-girlfriend, a memory that I had. And in that memory, there was all this doubt, like, was that a lie? Is this what really happened? And it was such an intense, feeling charged around that memory that I could feel my face get super red and hot, and my forehead literally started sweating. Like, it was that emotionally charged. And so I stopped eating, I sat back in my chair, and I closed my eyes, and I just started breathing and allowing myself to feel it. And I read in this book called The Untethered Soul that the way to clear out, the way to heal yourself from all this past trauma and pain is when the emotions come up, allow yourself to feel it. Don't push them back down. Don't suppress them. Allow them to actually come up. Because if you allow them to come up, they're going to go out. It's us suppressing them and pushing them back down that doesn't allow us to heal ourselves. We don't allow that energy to get out. It's like if you need to throw up and your stomach hurts and you feel nauseous, if you hold it in, it's just going to hurt you more. If you throw up, it's going to suck while you're throwing up, but afterwards you know you're going to feel 10 times better. So it's the same thing with these emotional traumas that we have and this negative energy we have inside of our bodies. And so I'm like, I knew this, so I was sitting there and I was just like, all right, I'm going to feel it. And I just kept thinking about it again and again and again, replaying the scenario in my head. And the negative feelings got more and more intense to a point where they got so intense that I had to jump up and run to the bathroom because I was positive I was going to throw up. It made me nauseous. I was like this close to throwing up. So there I am, sitting on the bathroom floor, thinking about this memory, feeling anxious and angry and sad and hurt and all these different things. Waiting to throw up, and I didn't throw up, but I started crying, like just so hard, like a little fucking baby. And while I was crying, this answer just came to me, because I was thinking while I was crying, like the pain came from being lied to. And while I was like sitting on the bathroom floor crying, I was just thinking to myself, like, why does being lied to hurt me so much? Why does it hurt me so much? And then the answer just came, boom. And the reason why lying hurts me so much is because when someone lies to me, that to me is a statement saying, I don't matter. Like when someone lies to me, they're saying, Chris, you don't matter. You're not important to me, and I don't love you. And when I realized that, that was like crazy, like eye-opening. So I left and I went back to my desk and I started journaling. I was like typing out all this kind of stuff of like what I was learning and my belief around it all. And I just had this huge realization that being lied to me, that's the most hurtful thing anyone can do to me, because that's literally someone saying, you're not important, you don't matter, you're not significant, you're worthless. Because if you were actually important, if I actually loved you, if I actually cared about you, I'd tell you the truth. But I don't, so I don't tell you the truth because you don't mean shit to me. And that's what I felt for so long, like most of my life. And it goes back to my childhood. All the shit goes back to our childhood. It's so fucked up. We get fucked as kids. It is ridiculous. But my mom has lied to me for most of my life and still does to this day. And even if it's little white lies, it's so painful to me, because I created this story that if you lie to me, it means you don't care about me and I'm not important and I'm not worth loving. And so yeah, I was journaling about all this stuff and I just realized that's a really shitty story to have. And it's not necessarily the truth. It's just my story that I have. And I was like, I need to create a different story because, someone lying to me, first of all, it's not okay. But someone could lie to me because I am important to them, because they do love me, because I do matter to them, and they're afraid to lose me. They're afraid that if they tell me the truth, they will actually lose me, and they don't want to lose me because I'm very important to them. They love me very much. And I think about like my mom lying to me. And it's not because I'm not important to her. It's because I'm so important to her that she doesn't want to hurt me. She doesn't want to disappoint me. She doesn't want to make me feel bad. She wants to protect me. So the belief in her mind must be, I have to lie to him in order to protect him from being hurt. It doesn't make it okay. It doesn't condone it. But that's a lot better story than, I don't give a fuck about him, so I'm going to lie. And so I applied that to my ex-girlfriend of like, before the story was she lied to me because she doesn't care about me. I don't matter to her. I'm not important to her. I'm not significant to her. And she just doesn't give a shit. And that's the story that I created, and that's what created so much pain. That's what hurt me so deeply, was the lying and the story that I had behind it. And then I realized that can't be the truth, because she was so scared to lose me. She didn't want to tell me because she knew that if she told me, she would lose me. And all the actions that I've seen over the last 2 weeks have shown like she really does care about me. She really does love me. She really doesn't want to lose me. I really do matter to her. And so although it doesn't make it right or okay, it doesn't justify the lying, it's still not okay. It doesn't mean what I made it mean. And holy shit, that created so much healing in my heart. It was ridiculous. It was like, wow. And so I just talked to her for, I don't know, maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, I don't even know. And I was just so open and free and loving. And I didn't have to protect myself from her. I didn't have to defend myself from her. Like, there was just no fear. I was just fully self-expressed, which feels amazing to me. Like, I'm sure it felt good to her, but it felt amazing to me. And, yeah, it was just amazing. So now I know what I need to do to heal, because I'm considering going out to LA, and I might go out there in 5 days. And this morning when I decided that, I was like, that's not enough time. I got to heal first. I'm still way too pissed off or angry about what's happened. And then I thought, like, how could I heal in 5 days? That's impossible, right? Everyone says you need time to heal. Bullshit. I don't believe that anymore. Because I think what the healing is I've got all these memories that have negative emotions tied to them now. Times when I thought she was maybe lying to me or deceiving me or not telling me the truth. And when I think about those, that's when the pain comes up. That's when the anger comes up and the anxiety and all this stuff. But I just discovered that I could take the most painful memories and I can heal them if I allow myself to sit and be with them and feel them and let them out, whether it's through tears or throwing up or just letting the energy out. And so I thought, I think I figured out how to heal. You grab a piece of paper, and step one is you write down every memory that you have tied to that situation, that person, that has negative emotions tied to it. So I can sit down and I can write down every thought that I've had since I found out the truth, every thought that I've had that has a negative emotion. And there's like probably like 6 or 7 of them total that are really just fucking heavy. Really, like, when I think about them, they just kill me. So I got to write down that list, and then I got to sit and I got to meditate on each one. I need to take the first one on the list, that memory, and I need to sit and I need to think about it, and I need to replay it in my head again and again and again and again and again, and feel that pain, feel all the negative emotions that are tied to it, and allow myself to keep feeling it until it all comes out, until I let it out either through tears or just letting the energy out or throwing up or whatever the fuck it is. But getting it out like I did today. Today it came out in tears. But it came out. And I had a massive realization about what lying means to me. So, and then you just go down the list. The first thing, the second thing, the third thing, the fourth thing, fifth thing. And by the end of the list, I really believe you could be truly healed of whatever trauma is stuck inside of you. Because all it is it's just memories of the past that have very negative emotions attached to them. It's like these negative balls of energy inside of our body that we have to let out. We have to throw them up. Like when your stomach hurts and you feel nauseous, your body's saying, we need to get this out. When you feel negative emotions, your body's saying, we need to get this energy out. So I think that's the process. And so this morning I thought, there's no fucking way I could heal in 5 days. Everyone says it takes time to heal. I don't believe that. I think that now what the actual case is that it takes people time because it takes them time to stop thinking about those memories. It takes them time to forget about the horrible things. It takes them time to stop obsessing about them and thinking about them again and again and again. Over time, the memories get less and less powerful, and then people maybe consider it being healed or it taking time. But I just today healed one of the most hurtful memories that I've had about this whole thing. The one that had some of the most power. It might have been the most powerful one. I just healed it in 10 minutes. So, yeah. Crazy shit. And the way to tell if you're healed is you think about that memory again, and that's when you know you were healed. So I went back into my room, I sat down. After I journaled, I stopped, I closed my eyes, I replayed the memory in my head a couple times, and there was this emptiness. Like there wasn't this negative charge or anxiety or anger or hatred or anything like that come up. It just felt like black and white, bland, like it had no color, like it was numb, like there was just like, there was no substance to it anymore. There was no negative charge. That's what it was. There was no negative charge anymore. It was just dead. That memory was just dead. So yeah, that's crazy. That is so crazy to me. Yeah. So, if I go out to LA in 5 days, I'm going to have to write down that list and I'm going to have to go through that shit. And I even thought I'm going to go rent a hotel so I could be alone, because I might be puking in the fucking bathroom or crying like a little baby for a couple hours. Like, I don't know. But I definitely don't want to do that at home with my aunt there, because she's going to be like, what the fuck is wrong? What's going on? So, yeah. Super powerful stuff. But I feel very, very empowered to be able to learn how to do that. Like, it actually worked. You think about the memory, and you replay it in your mind again and again and again until the emotions are so intense that you either cry, throw up, or just let it out. Maybe you scream, yell, I don't know, punch a pillow. And then the energy's out of you. The negative energy's out of you. And then you're free of it. Fuck, that's crazy. So anyway, it worked for me. It really worked for me. And I know that for a fact because when I got on the phone with her, I was so loving and genuine and excited and accepting and open. Yeah. I could feel how I was with her. I could feel how I felt about her. And it just changed everything. Like, that's crazy shit. But it's cool. So, yeah. So if I go out there in 5 days, I'm going to have to figure that shit out in the next 5 days. Because I won't go out there not healed. I don't want to hurt her like that. I don't want to hurt myself like that. And it would just be very irresponsible of me. And it would be a really fucked up week if I did that. And that's not what I'm committed to. So, we'll see. We will see. You got to feel the pain. Like, the pain is the path to the healing. The pain is the way. You got to feel it to heal it. Most of us, we just push down the pain. We suppress the pain. Whether it's distracting ourselves, watching TV, eating food, drinking alcohol, doing drugs, whatever it is. Like, we're used to suppressing our pain because we were never taught how to deal with it. We were also taught that pain is a very, very bad thing that you want to stay away from. But pain is the path to growth. Like, had I not allowed myself to feel that pain, I wouldn't have had the massive realization that I had about why lying is such a big deal to me. I've always wondered that. Like, why is lying so such a big deal. Like, I don't care about what she did. I just care that she lied to me about it. That's what hurts, when in reality it should be the other way around. Now I finally understand it. Now I get it. And now I can change my story around it. Because it's inevitable that people are going to lie to me. People have lied to me my whole life. People will continue to lie to me my whole life. Doesn't mean shit about me. So, huge moment of clarity and freedom. And that has completely, I don't know, my energy just feels so much better now around that. So, good stuff.